Okay, and it looks like we're live. All right. Thanks guys for waiting. Hello Facebook world and hello everybody. Thanks for joining. It's great seeing some familiar faces. This is going to be an exciting presentation. We're excited to kind of announce and host a destination that is pretty unique, where not that many people have dived, and that is Oman. So we've got a special presentation from the Vision to talk about diving in Oman. We've got a presentation from Jill from Bluewater Travel to talk about Bluewater Travel and her experiences in Oman. And yeah, I'm actually really excited. I've never been there. I admit I haven't thought about going there, but I'm now thinking about it, and I'm excited to see what you guys present. Now, before we get into it, just remember by watching this presentation, you also get an exclusive discount to Oman through Bluewater Travel. You can book with us anytime. To contact us, it's info@bluewaterdivetravel.com. You can also put your information in the messages in the chat. I'm happy to answer the chat throughout the presentation, and we're gonna have a Q&A at the end, so stay tuned for that as well. So Jill, I will go ahead and share your presentation, and we can get started.
Thanks, Nirupam. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see you all. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Jill. I work for Bluewater Travel. I actually run the group trips side of things, but I have recently been to Oman. I was there earlier this year. So I'm going to chat a little bit about Oman in general, first of all, before Allah from the Vision has a chat to you about the boat. So, for those of you who don't know much about Oman, I'm sure it feels like a really remote destination, somewhere that maybe some of you haven't heard of before. It's actually really, really accessible. Oman sits in it's in the Middle East. It's part of the Gulf Peninsula, and you access Oman. Seeing if we can move the slide on. It's easiest from the US to access Oman normally through Dubai or one of the other Middle Eastern airports. So, as I said, Oman sits at the southeastern tip of the Arabian Peninsula. You have the Gulf of Oman and the Arabian Sea, bringing a lot of Indian Ocean marine life into the area. For those who have been to the Red Sea, it's different marine life from the Red Sea, so you're in a different ocean, and so it's quite unique diving to the Red Sea, although they're reasonably geographically close. The country itself, Oman is an amazing country. It's incredibly hospitable. They have quite a lot of tourism there, so very used to people visiting, but very friendly, quite traditional and respectful as a culture. And so as a visitor, as a tourist, you feel very welcomed and very well cared for. The scenery is beautiful as well. There's a lot of desert in Oman, quite dramatic mountains to visit, a lot of desert, and a very long coastline. So the coastline gives quite three main distinct dive areas, but a huge amount of the country is given over to coastline. There's some very healthy reefs in Oman as well, because not too much of the coastline is developed, which means a lot of the reef life is untouched, so it's in very healthy condition. So you can see here the main dive regions of Oman. I'm going to start in the south, actually. The Halania Islands are where I dived. I dived there in April this year. You fly into Salalah to get to the Halania Islands, or you can drive there, but it's in the southern part of the country. The diving is really great throughout, but for me, I really enjoyed the fact that it was there was some more big marine life there. There's quite a lot of change seasonally in the water and in the marine life that passes through. So it was actually quite varied and quite interesting. So there was a lot of macro, but there was also some bigger stuff and some nice big schooling fish coming through as well. As you go up towards the north of the country, you have the Damania Islands. That's probably quite a popular area that some of you that have heard of Oman, you will have heard of this area, quite close to Muscat. And that's throughout the summer regions. That's where you would dive more for the marine life. The water gets quite warm in the south, so you would head further north and have some nice marine life in the summer. quite vibrant life, lots of fish life, turtles, nice visibility, quite an easy area to access. And then the key area that we're talking about today is the Musandam region. And Musandam is actually a little peninsula. It belongs to Oman, but it's separated from the main part of the country, and it's up in the very north. And the marine life there is just fantastic. You're actually in a little gulf, a little stretch of gulf water there. The scenery is really spectacular: steep cliffs, big mountains, quite strong currents coming through, which means you're getting a lot of whale sharks in season coming through, and some really interesting marine life that's a bit more diverse than the other parts of the country. So our presentation today and the Vision liveaboard that we're with today do operate out of the Musandam region, which is why we're going to be focusing on that region today. So as I've said already, it really is the jewel of Omani diving. It's not a very densely populated area, so the marine life, the coast is quite in quite nice condition. There's a lot of biodiversity there. All sorts of things from medium-sized Murray eels, cuttlefish, pelagics like barracuda, and then a lot of small nudibranchs. I was really impressed with the macro life there. A lot of small nudies, crabs, lobsters, really small stuff that you can find as well. And the underwater topography is quite dramatic. So while on the surface it's fjord type scenery with cliffs, that follows down underwater as well. Quite a lot of drop-offs, impressive corals, caves, swim-throughs, that sort of thing. And as I said already, a lot of currents coming through, but those currents bring in the big pelagic life like whale sharks, some eagle rays, that sort of things. You can maybe see some dolphins. So a huge range of marine life and very diverse. I would say that this, in terms of experience, it would be best suited to advanced, intermediate to experienced divers because of those currents and because of the diverse topography. Okay, so talking a little bit about the dive sites, I won't name them all, but you can see from this map that there's actually a huge range of dive sites just in the one peninsula area. They're all quite diverse. Quite a few of them are island based. You get different, so the boat will visit not every single one of these sites, but it's obviously sometimes weather dependent, depends on the itinerary, what the customers on board want to see, but they've got a huge number of sites available, and a lot of flexibility should there be issues with weather or current or anything like that. They can get you to a number of different sites to make sure that nobody's missing dives. Okay, so in terms of the best time to visit, you can visit and dive in Oman year-round. Topside, the climate is pretty pleasant year-round. It does get pretty hot in the summer. So when, June, July, August, you're looking at 40 Celsius plus. It can get pretty hot, but outside of those times, shoulder times, it's pretty comfortable. And over the winter, it's very nice. It's quite a dry climate, sunshine a lot of the year round. So wherever you choose to visit, it's pleasant topside. In terms of underwater, you're looking at a variety of temperatures. When I was there in April in the south, water temperatures were about 25, but it was starting to heat up, and it almost gets too warm as you get into the summer months, and further north, the water temperatures are a bit more comfortable. So you're looking at 23 to 25 in the winter and 30 to 32 in the summer. So in terms of Fahrenheit, that's mid 70s, 73 to 77 in the winter, and then high 80s, even as high as 90 in the summer. So it does get pretty warm in the summer. And that's where, if you're thinking about diving in the Musandam area, you're just a little bit further north, especially in those summer months, and the water's slightly cooler. Visibility is an interesting one. So the visibility can be quite varied in Oman. But the lower visibility when the water is really nutrient rich is what brings all the big stuff in, basically. And if you're really into macro, you may not agree, but if you're really into your macro, then the visibility is not a huge issue anyway. You know, for me, it was never less than 20 meters, so that's 60 feet. It can drop a bit less than that, but it can be much, much more depending on when you visit. I would say October, yeah, as the slide says, October to January are your clearest waters and the most comfortable conditions. And then from June to August, the water warms up. You get a lot of particulate in the water, but that's when the rays and the whale sharks come through.
Okay.
Okay. So how to get to Musandam? So because it's not part of the main country of Oman, it sits separately. Actually, you're best to fly into one of the UAE airports. Dubai's the closest, but you may find from the States that Abu Dhabi is more convenient. Either way, flying into either Abu Dhabi or Dubai, the boat will pick you up and transfer you up to Musandam to board. So actually, it's really, really easy and convenient to get to this part, to dive this part, and to get to this boat. It's not a long drive. It's less than 2 hours to get up to where the boat boards. And as I say, the transfers are included with the boat, so they will pick you up from either of those airports and make sure you get on board in time.
I think it's scary there. Why would you go there?
So, as I've said already, there's it's a huge area. There's a lot of a lot of dive sites on the islands up around the Musandam area, and a liveaboard really is the best way to experience because you can get everywhere. If you're diving from shore, you are based in a resort and you've got a lot less range. But yeah, diving from a liveaboard means that you're on the boat the whole time. The crew are looking after you. The crew on board are fantastic. So they pick you, they meet you at the airport, they transfer you to the boat, you're on the boat for the week, and then they'll take you back to the airport. So if you are at all anxious, as somebody's just said, if you're at all anxious about visiting or it feels out of your comfort zone, the reality is that you're never going to be on your own. So from once you arrive until you get back to the airport at the other end, you're looked after, and it's really fantastic. As I said at the start, it's such a hospitable country, incredibly friendly and incredibly welcoming and very, very safe. So I think this is a bit of a summary of what we've chatted about already. It's such a combination, beautiful scenery. From the top side, it's just breathtaking. The seas are generally pretty calm and flat. Fantastic hospitality. It's a really good experience and well worth thinking about if it's not something you've considered before. So I think that covers everything from my side of things. As I said already, I visited Oman earlier this year. So when we have the Q&A, I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have about my experience there, about how I found the diving. But I think what we will do is we will hand over to Ala with the Vision Liveaboard, who is the key boat that we partner with that works out of the Musandam area. And she can tell you a little bit more about the boat and specifically about the itinerary and the route that they take when you're on board with them.
Hello, everyone. Hope you all good. Like, I know it's morning in your country, but it's night in our country. So just I wish you to have a good morning. We will start with the how you can see what is good. So welcome to the Vision. In this presentation, I hope to showcase our facility service and why we are the best choice for your next adventure. And again, like, sorry for my English. I'm not native English speaker, so hopefully you can understand my English really well. So for the vision, it's a 90-foot luxury liveaboard yacht. It's built. It's a new it's built in 2025 in United Arab Emirates. So it's a newborn baby. We need to take care of it. Hope it will be good for all. It's fiberglass yacht. Also, the capacity of the vision, it can accommodate up to 12 guests plus two children because we have a hidden bunk beds on two rooms, so it can accommodate like the people like with lightweight, so it can handle them. So we prefer to the children. So our feature, it's like, as I said, six cabins, like two king size bed, two rooms with king size bed, and four rooms with twin beds. Also, every room like have a private bathroom, have a air condition. We have also interior salon with panoramic view. Also on the upper deck, it's outdoor dining area, and it had two shaded relaxation area on the main earth deck. Also, we have a spacious area for briefing and social gathering, outdoor sunbeds and shaded areas for relaxation. Also, we have the audio system and multimedia setup in the salon. As I said before, it's a fully air-conditioned indoor. We have Wi-Fi connection all over the trip. Like we try to cover all, to be Wi-Fi all the time. Also, we have daily housekeeping service, soft towels, bed linens, toiletries provided. Also, we prefer to do like freshly prepared international cuisine. Also, like Omani cuisine, like coffee, tea, juice. Also, we have the alcohol beverage, but we prefer always to pre-order before the trip. If you have any beverage, like alcohol beverage you want to order. As I said, like we have a professional crew on board, like starting from captains with like 10 years experience or more than 10 years experience. Also the chef, they are trained like for more than 5 years for Omani dishes. The dive, also the instructors on board, they have more than like at least 5 years of experience in diving in Oman. So we try to give all the expert people, so we give a good service. Also for the diving and water sports, like we do up to 3 dives per day, plus the night dive as optional. Also, there is a diving platform with drains tanks and storage area for the equipment. As for water sports, we have kayaks, paddleboards, snorkeling equipment, and kneeboards, towel toys. And for the people, they are not going to dive. Like I know some people, they just join for their partners or their group. They are not divers and they don't dive. So we put the water sports with the activity with also snorkeling, so they can either do other activities while the other people they are diving. And it's really ideal for the families, friends, small groups, like all the diving expedition, honeymooners. It's really fit for all categories of people. We try to make it really, like how we say, like perfect for all people. It's fit all inquiries for all people. Now we coming to the food, and which is the most important thing in liveaboard, which is like diving, eat and sleep, dive, eat and sleep. So the part of the owner's plan is to let the people discover Oman by all the ways. And the most important thing, the food. So we do international dishes, but we prefer also to do an Omani dishes. So you can taste our food. Also, you can see the life, like how they live, how they eat, how they try everything. Even like we will take you for a tours for some of the islands over there to see how is the life. Really, Oman is really quiet area, or Musandam especially is really quiet area. The people, they are really nice. So we want to share all this experience to the people will dive with us and will be with us on the trip. Also, we need we need you to inform us before the trip if you have any dietary restriction or any allergies. And we do also share before the trip, like know before you go, so you will understand everything about the trip. It will be easier for the people to understand everything. We gather all the knowledge, so everyone can know what they need to bring with them before they come. Now we came to the itinerary. Like our trip is 8 days, 7 nights trip. First day, we just embark at Deba port. There is no diving on first day, honestly. Most of the people, they arrived, they are really tired from the long trips and they didn't sleep well, so prefer to relax. And we started from Deba port until we reach Shisa area. And we anchor in Shisa. It's near to an island called Gumzar area. Which is Gumzar area. The people over there, they are Omani, but they don't speak Arabic. They don't speak any language. They speak their own unique language. Then we anchor over there, just preparing our equipment for the next day. Then we start with the next day with the first 3 dives. We don't prefer in the first day to do a night dive, so it will be enough for the 3 dives, and it will be in the north area of Musandam, which is the north area of Musandam. It can contain more than 25 dive sites. The instructor will choose for the first 3 days which area we can dive on, depend on the weather condition, sea condition, because some places on Musandam can be as a washing machine in some areas. So our instructors can choose the best dive. So we decided on the trip. We have already fixed plan for diving. Also, we will share it with customers before the trip. But we always prefer to leave it to the weather condition and sea condition on this day. Then we start to head to El Habalin area. It's also one of the best dive sites ever in Musandam. Starting from the 5th day, we go to Habalin, then we go to Dalima area and Sanat area, Maruvi area, which have an amazing amount of dive sites. Then, like the last day we will be in Lima. And we will anchor in Sanat. Last dives, it will be in Lima. And the 7th day, like we don't prefer to do 3 dives per day. We prefer to do only 2 dives. Depend on the next day flights. Most of the people will fly, so we need to leave like at least 18 to 24. We always prefer 24 hours before diving, because like you have a long week of diving. So we prefer to do only 2 dives on the last day. Then we will head back next day in the morning. We will have our breakfast, and then we disembark on Deba port around 9 a.m. So now we can go for the diving highlights. So in total, what we do, our package is including 18 dives and the whole 6 days of dives. But some people, they prefer, some people, they are really addicted to dive and they want to do more than 18 dives more than 18 dives in total. We can do it, but it will be, of course, with extra charge, and depend on the group we have, if we have time to do this extra dives. So we'll be happy to do extra dives. And as Gail, she said before, like diving in Oman, it's have a mix of drift dive, wall dives, rig dives, and really night dives. And it's really amazing. It's really untouched. It's like everything is still pure. No one touched it. Like the color of corals, it's really still it's really colorful. So everything there is like you feel it's a baby thing. Like it's pure, really pure. So for seasons of diving, we have the season starting from September till next May. Because the visibility, it will be the best visibility, best marine life ever. Also for the weather condition, because like the weather here in summer, no one can handle it. So our winter here, it's like spring. So it's really good weather in the winter. You don't need also like a light jackets on the nights. It will be enough. Like you don't wear a lot of stuff. And the best days for dive, or the best months to dive, honestly, it's March and April. which is the best of the best. They say it's best visibility, best weather. So March and April is the best. And of course, all the year is the best, but like, are the unique months of dive. Also, the marine life, it's including all marine life like turtles, rays, reef sharks, whale sharks, small marine life like the micro life. It's a range of micro life, a lot of shrimps with all kind of shrimps like nudie branches. It's all, you can find whatever you think about, you can find it over there in Musandam. As a normal, so it's suitable for, like, of course, it's for open water, starting from open water divers till the advanced, even like it's suitable for technical dives because the depths of the water starting, like for the marine life, start from the first meter until or up to 60 or 70 meter. But honestly, we don't do a technical dive right now. We only do a recreational dives. We didn't operate any tech dives till now, so we just recreational dive, maximum depth 30 or 40 meter if you have like deep specialty. Also, I said like we can also, some people they want to do courses on board, so we have this availability of like doing courses. So how it's worked, like if we have a 12 divers, we have an instructor on board, so it will be like 6-1. The ratio 6-1. But if we have more people, like some people they are open water, some people advanced, some people they will start do any courses or any diving, scuba diving courses, so we can get more instructors on board. So it's easily to handle, depend on the levels and depend on the people they want to do courses. Here for the speedboat, we have this speedboat. It's already working as our platform, and operation area. The vision yacht is like there is no place to set up the gear, so we set up the gear on the speedboat while it have like tank racks, shaded sitting area. All dive gear is set up directly on the on board, as I said, and we use it to access the Musandam top dive sites because it's easy to like quick transfer, smooth logistics, and like it's consume time. Also, it will be more easier. Like we don't like to do a lot of operation, like to carry tanks outside and carry equipment from the speedboat to enter it to the yacht. So we don't like to be tired, or like we just have time to enjoy it. So even we refill the tanks on the speedboat. Like we have our compressor room area. We have long hoses. We take those long hoses from the compressor area and we refill the tanks on the boat. It will be more easier for and consume time. As I said before, daily site selection depends on weather, visibility, and marine activity to ensure the best diving condition. Also, as I said before, we have a really expert diver, expert instructors, even the crew member, like the boat captain and the boat yacht captain yacht, like they are all experience was a good experience. Now it's time for the cabins and pricing. Let me introduce you to every room one by one, and of course I will share the prices and the offer we do with the Bluewater. So first cabin is the Vision Master Suite, which is located on the Earth Deck area. This is my favorite suite because it's have like 6 windows, like you can see all the sea while you are sitting and laying down on the bed. It's accommodate up to 2 guests. It's contain, like as we said, king size bed, wardrobe, bathroom desk area, and also it contain AC. And the price, like normal price, including 18 dives and like 8 days, 7 nights accommodation, full board meals, 4,550. But like as we said, like we have a special offer, like 30% discount with if you book through the Bluewater Travel. you can get this discount. So this discount working up to May, and also for the pre-booking for the next year, you can easily get those 30% discount. We didn't decide yet about the prices for the next year, but like we do this offer as it is for the people they want to book for the next year. So we have this booking until May and others days, like early booking. Then we will go for the Ocean View Suite, which is located on the sea deck area. And it's a king size bed with two sofa, like there is two over there. Also, there is two wardrobes, private bathroom. Also, it's have air conditioning, and it's up to two guests, ideal for families also and the couples. As I said before, the pricing is for before discount is 4,330, and after discount, if you book through the Bluewater, it will be $3,330. Now we will go for the Explorer Plus cabins, which is have the hidden bunk bed. We have two rooms of Explorer Plus cabin. So it's twin bed, optional bunk bed, bathroom, private bathroom. It's also up to, it's up to two adults plus child, and it's ideal for friend, family, guest sharing rooms, because some people they like it's open to share. Like if single like one person he want to book, so we book for him this Explorer Plus cabin and the Explorer cabins. So the prices is $3,355. After the special discount, which is 30% discount, it will be 2,350 if you book through Water.
Hello.
Then we have the Explorer cabin. It's also two rooms, each room, and it's located in the sea deck. So it's a twin bed, have like also private bathroom, have wardrobe, up to two adults per room, ideal for friends, family, guests, and like the price is 3,355 before discount. After discount, it will be $2,350. Now we came to the last part, our safety. So your safety is our priority, and as I said before, it's a newborn yacht, so we need to keep it safe as much as we can. So we have a full insurance. It's cover hull, machinery, third party, and passengers. So you will be covered also from our side. We have also like essential safety equipment like life jacket, life buoys for all passengers, like life raft, fire safety system, and first aid kit, automatic fire suppressions in engines and in engine room. Also, we have like this navigation and the communication, GPS, radars, VHF, and satellites communication to keep connected all the time. I just want to share like some of the dive sites that we have, like, or we will visit, starting from Gumzar, Ras Musandam, Lima Island, Shisa, and Maruvi, El Habalin, Red Island, Black Island, and Sanad Bay. And also, I prefer to share some marine life. I honestly share my favorite marine lives. We have more than those marine life, but this was my favorite marine life, starting from squads, like woody branches, turtles, were sharks, shrimps. So, and the marine life and the coral, the sea coral, you see, it's really similar as you see on the picture. This is my last thing on the presentation. Like we thank you, and we look forward to welcome you aboard. Last thing before I stop, I want to share a video if we have time, Gal. Can I share the boat video? Okay. So we can go forward.
Still there. He's moving.
Um, I don't see the video. Is it being shared right now?
Is it working or not? It's not working?
No, we're just seeing the
Mm.
presentation. You might have to unshare, reshare, and then click on it.
Okay, super, we can. 1 minute and time goes through the link. Is it working right now?
Yes. Yeah, it's working now.
Well, thank you again. I hope I cover most of the things you will ask about, and like I will be happy to assist with the all inquiries they will ask about after you finish about like the questions and the Q&A. Thank you.
Thanks so much for the presentation. That was great. Jill, did you want to continue with the next part, and then we'll go into the Q&A?
Yes, sure. So, just for those of you who are interested or would like to find out more about the vision, and if you're interested in booking or chatting to us a bit more about Oman, um, we have, as Allah has already said, we have a special offer with them at the moment with a 30% discount. You can get that through booking directly with us at Bluewater Travel. The contact email for us is info@bluewaterdivetravel.com. You can also visit our website, which is bluewaterdivetravel.com, where you'll find all our contact details. So as well as just booking the boat for you, I'm sure those of you that have traveled with us before know that we offer a full concierge service. So we can assist you with flights, either simply advice or actually booking them for you, whatever it is you need, whatever help you need. Obviously, transfers, transit hotels. And if you're looking at spending a bit more time in Oman, we can help you set that up as well. So we offer a full package, a full concierge service, which is all part of your booking with us. You're always booking with one agent, so you'll have that one contact for your full booking. And we also offer a price match service. So if you find, and this goes in general for anything that you find like for like, if you find something cheaper elsewhere, we will absolutely honour that as a price match on a like for like basis. So please bear that in mind when you are looking to book something or shopping around. Um, and the final thing I wanted to add is that all of our agents are divers. Most of us are at least dive masters or instructors. We've traveled extensively. If the agent you're working with hasn't been to the destination you're booking, then they will absolutely have a colleague who has. We have agents all around the world. Most of us have traveled extensively around the world. So we have that firsthand experience, which I think is really, really valuable when it comes to giving you the best advice that we possibly can. So I think when it comes to if you are interested and you would like to book, then please don't hesitate to reach out to us, even if it's just for a chat, to understand a little bit more about this trip or about any trips. Yeah, just chat to us and we can give you our advice.
Great. Thanks, Jill. I know Jill's been to Oman, and I'm pretty excited I think I need to put that on my list.
Yeah.
Now we have a lot of Q&A questions here, so we'll get through them. Feel free to put them in the chats below. For those of you on Facebook, put them in the comments, and I'll try to check those as well. The first question we have is a question that we've been asked, I think, 3 times so far. Is Oman good for snorkeling?
Uh, I would say there are some shallower shore-based, some of the shallower sites, yes. I don't know if maybe Allah can give us a bit more information on some of the sites that the boat visits and whether they would be suitable for snorkeling. I know they have quite a lot of non-diving activities on board. Do you have many snorkelers on board?
We have a really good areas and the good spots for snorkeling. As I said, it's the marine life and coral life starting from the first meter, especially in like we have Red Island. It's with maximum depths like 5 meter area, so we can find amazing marine life over there. So for snorkeling, if you go, as I said, starting from the first meter or like just snorkeling on the surface, you can see a lot of marine life and corals. So yeah, it's useful for snorkeling.
Thanks. The second question is my friend is trying to get in and can't. I sent a link, but in case you do have a friend that wants to know more about Oman, we do have this live streamed on Facebook. So you just go to Bluewater Dive Travel for the our Facebook account, and you can actually send them that link as well in case they missed it. Okay, the next one I had is let's see here. Sorry, there's a lot of conversation here. Okay. Uh, how is diving in Oman different from diving in the Red Sea in terms of underwater flora and fauna, which I think is an excellent question.
So I answered this in the chat, but basically you have different oceans and different ecosystems. So the Red Sea actually has quite a lot of endemic species. It's although it's not completely separated, it's very isolated from other seas and oceans. So you have that very narrow neck in the south. So the Red Sea's got a higher salt content. So as a result, the environment means that there's a lot of endemic species that have evolved over time in the Red Sea. Oman, you have more Indian Ocean species, so it's a different species base. So you're getting, first of all, different species, and then I would say it's just it's hard to explain. It's a different a feeling. I found in Oman that there were more schooling fish, especially on the shallower reefs. There were quite a lot of there's quite a lot of, it just feels like a lot of movement. In the Red Sea, my experience is that there are many small fish, schools, fusiliers, and that sort of thing. Whereas in Oman, the schooling fish were bigger. So there were a lot of schooling jacks and bigger species of fish that were schooling in quite close, angelfish, that sort of thing, in quite close vicinity to us as individuals. So different species and just different size of marine life, if that helps at all.
Thanks, Jill. I think that was a good description. The next question that I have is, what about camera, like a camera area or table?
So that would be a question for Allah, I think.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you're muted.
Yeah, again about the area, camera area, and again, can you repeat the question?
It was just what about like is there a camera area or a table on the boat?
Yeah, we have a place to save the cameras and to store your cameras and like the valuable stuff for diving. We store it in the salon. There is a places on salon we do it for cameras and valuable stuff and for diving. The equipment, like rest of the equipment, it can be on the speedboat. There is a storage area in the speedboat, and also there is a storage room in the yacht, in the compressor room, so they can also store the rest of the equipment.
Perfect. The next question I have is, are there O2 kits on the boat?
Yeah, we have two, one on the yacht and one on the speedboat.
Okay, cool.
And we have two first aid kit, one on the yacht, one on the speedboat.
Okay. Great. The next one is from Steve. Hey, Steve. So do you use Starlink on board for internet? Is it included in the booking or is it an additional cost? And how many devices can each diver have connected to the service while on board. That covers it all.
Okay, so honestly, the Starlink now it's not working. I don't know, it's something depend on Oman rules, but we have our normal Wi-Fi connections. We are working to work in Starlink, so we have all areas covered, and we anchor in this areas. It's covered with the normal connection, so there is Wi-Fi all over the board, but not a Starlink anymore. And it's without any addition. It's a complimentary, or it's a part of the trip, so you can enjoy the Wi-Fi all over the 8 days.
The next question I have is, does the ship offer nitrox for diving?
Yeah, we have two compressors on the yacht, like the normal one, the air one, and we have like extended the nitrox one, both of them on the yacht.
Okay.
Is
Um,
nitrox included with the trip price?
No, it's extra charge. Like it's including like the 12-liter tanks and weights, but the 15 liters nitrox equipment is not included on the price.
Thank you.
Cool. I've got a series of questions about the boat. So first, is the vision year-round in Musandam, and how many staff are on board?
Okay, super. So the vision, like we work seasonally. We prefer like to work from September till May, unless we have private inquiries, like a group of people they want to join in summer, we can open. But the idea is the summer, it's really hot. Like I don't know, it's up to 40, 45 degrees in summer, and with a huge humidity. But it can diving, especially like and sometime like some days it's green, like the water is only green. So honestly, we don't like to recommend in summer unless we have a special request from the people they want to join, and also we will say is it possible or not.
Then the next question I have is about the diving itself. So can dive pairs dive separately, or must they be guided? And what is the dive guide versus client ratio? Oh, which I think was answered as 6 to 1. So the main question is, must divers be guided?
So again, what is the question?
Oh yeah. So the question is, sorry, I'm just scrolling up now. Can dive pairs dive separately, or must they be guided?
Uh, we prefer to be guided because honestly, as I said before, the current sometimes it's change. Some places it's suddenly become as a washing machine, depend on the current and the wind. So we always recommend to dive with one of our local the instructors for your safety and to enjoy the dive.
Okay. So the next question I have, I know you answered it already in the chat, but it's good for everybody to hear on Facebook. How many night dives are offered over the week of the 18 dives?
Yeah, we can do up to 4 or 5 days of night dive, depend on the people they want to do night dive or not. Also, I said like we can do everyday night dive and like, but we have like 18 dives in total. So any extra dive it will be with extra charge.
Okay. The next one is, oh yeah, given the distance to Oman, are there longer itineraries?
Yeah, we can like honestly, we have one of the people they asked us before for 10 days itinerary. So we can accommodate it easily, like even like they include to sleep over in one of the islands, like with barbecue. So we can accommodate like it's our normal trip is 8 days, 7 nights, but we can do longer and we can do less trips. So it's depend on the people request.
Okay. The next two questions I have are focusing on underwater cameras. And just to elaborate a little bit more on what you said before. So one question is there a dedicated location on deck for charging to just make sure that we're safe when it comes to batteries? And then the second question is what are the facilities for camera preparation? So like where's
Okay.
there?
Okay, so as I said, like we have in the salon, we have a specific places, and it's really safe. So like if it's wavy a little bit, so like there it will not get broken or something. So it's in salon. Salon is a dry area also, so we prefer to put all the valuable stuff of that diving's valuable stuff on this area.
Okay. Um, the next one I have is are the seas generally calm throughout the year for those who are concerned about motion sickness?
Yeah, it's depend on the weather condition in 1 second, like it can in 1 minute, like the weather can change. But we have like this motion sickness tablets on the board. Also, before the trip, we recommend to the people to have it because like we don't know how, but like for those days, the weather is really nice. It's not windy, so the sea is calm. So most of we don't use it, but like we always recommend for the people to take the seasickness tablet, and we already have it on board.
Okay. Um, the next question is what are the boat rules around a night watch or 24-hour safety watch?
Okay, it's about like, as I understand, it's about like who will take care of in the night, who will take care of the boat and like for safety wise, right?
Yeah, just like a watch. Yeah.
Yeah. We already on the board, like we have two captains on board. We have also the owners mainly will be on the board to welcome the people, and they will be on and take care of the every details on the board. So they always replace each other for night and morning. So
Okay.
like we have all like 24 hours people, they are woke up, so they just replace each other.
Great. Um, and then did we go over this? Did we talk about the cost of nitrox, Jill? Do you remember?
No, we didn't mention it, the actual price. I don't know what the actual cost is for the 7-night trip.
Allah, do you know the
The
cost of
price for the cost for nitrox is 55 euros per person. Yeah, it's 55 euro. I don't know how much it will be in dollars for the whole trip for nitrox.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So that's about $65 at the moment.
Okay. Um, the next question is, do you have larger tanks for those who use up their air more than others?
Yes, we have 15-liter tanks, and we use it in. We need to know in before you like pre-order those tanks, and it will be also with extra charge, and it's easily like the idea is like how we prefer to work, like wherever you want, you just ask before the trip, and we can provide it if we can provide it. Like if we can provide it without any extra charges, we can do it. But if we do it, if it need extra charge, so we will let you know also before you book.
Okay. The next question is coming from somebody who really loves night diving. What is the minimum required number of divers to go on a night dive? So what if only two people want to go on the night dive?
You need to be advanced at least. Like if I understand really well, like honestly I didn't understand, but like if he asked about the night dive, it's you need to be advanced, and as I said, like our ratio is 6 to 1, so every 6 divers is with one instructor.
I think the question is more if nobody wants to go on the night dive except for two divers, will
Okay.
we still go out?
I got it. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay, so we can do it. Like if guys, you came here to dive, you came to enjoy the time, like it's your vacation. So why we will say if someone like only one who want to dive, why we say no, you are not going to dive. We have only one diver, like one do night dive. No, of course it's easy. You can ask if you want to do every day a night dive, our instructor will be super happy and we will help you to do your night dive. Like even like for the third dive, only one person who wants to do the third dive and the others will do the night dive. We will say yes, of course. Like it's your right to dive.
Cool. Great. So yeah, lots of night diving. And then I think this question was asked before. Did we talk about how many crew members were on board? I think so.
Yeah, okay. It will be around 7 to 10, depend on how many people already on the board. And as I said, like we have people replace each other, so it's almost 7 to 10, like depend on.
Great. Okay. Well, I just checked Facebook and I can see that we don't have any additional questions there. So those are all the questions that we had. And yeah, thank you everybody for your time. Thanks, Jill, and thanks, Salah, for presenting. If you guys, like I said, if you guys want to book, make sure you reach out to us at info@bluewaterdivetravel.com for 30% off your next trip to Oman. And yeah, thanks for your time today. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody. Thanks very much. Bye.
Bye.